How does the old waffle iron work? Oh, let's take a look.
It's Saturday morning breakfast time for the family, so you're making some waffles. But you're wondering, what's going on inside? How does it heat itself up? How does it know when to turn off so it doesn't overheat? We disassemble a waffle iron this time on Tek Tip Tuesday.
So first, take out a couple of screws, then take out a couple more screws just to disassemble the whole thing and try to figure out and see what's inside here. Really, for taking a lot of these things apart, all you need is a screwdriver, maybe a couple of different kinds of bits. That's it. They're not super complicated, especially the old ones. So here you see the electric connection goes to the heating element on the top. There's a heating element on the bottom. So this part is broken, so it was flopping all over the place. And so it was decommissioned, and I'm going to set up another one. There's another screw up top. Pull off that top plate. See what it looks like underneath. Okay. Top, just a big old hunk of plastic. And then here, see the non-stick surface. And then this, there's a light. So the light determines whether or not it's ready. Shows through there. And actually, as you can see, it's a tiny little light bulb and not an LED. This is definitely older technology. So this is the heating element. Electricity runs through here, a bunch of it, pretty high current. And when the high current rolls through there with relatively low resistance, it's more resistance than the wire, so more heat is built up here, but the heat builds up, and so you get on the top surface, you get hot spots around the outside. It doesn't heat perfectly evenly unless this is really thick, but that's what you get. A heated top, bottom's exactly the same. There's a plug. You just plug it into the wall, and that's it. It's pretty simple. Big old heating element, and the plates, and a light as an indicator for when it gets hot. There's also some kind of electrical shut-off in this thing, which will probably keep it from heating up too much. When it reaches a certain temperature, it stops, and it's the same thing as in your coffee pot. Heats up to a certain temperature, stops heating up, cools down below a certain temperature, current starts again, starts heating up again, and that's it. So here, this is under the bottom plate, took that thing apart, and this is the temperature sensor, and that temperature sensor is going to detect when it's warm enough, and then it's going to shut off the electricity to it temporarily until it cools down, and then it'll turn the electricity back on. It's a really simple system. Same kind of thing as in your coffee pot. If you look inside really closely, you can see that there's a wire right there that goes in there. It looks like there's some kind of ceramic insulator, and this is just an aluminum outside piece. So the heat from that wire goes through the ceramic to the metal contact to that, spreads out the heat pretty well so there's not a crazy hot spot inside there.
That's all for this Tek Tip Tuesday on how a waffle iron works. They are repairable, but they're $4 at the thrift shop.